Okay, so overall, pretty bomb trading day today. In terms of data. So, looking at the average high of the daytime, we form at 1312. What we want to do with that data is cluster it, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. I think that's what it's called, but basically, we look at all the previous times, preferably an hour to an hour 30 before the average, so 11:30, right? The previous times that the high of day has formed. So we look at 11:30, we're looking at 11:55, we're looking at 10:50. So you can mark out 10:50 all the way to the average max extension or average high of the day time. And you get 10:50 to 13:50. You can also adjust all the times settings if you want, but that's up to you guys. And also, when we confirm above the high, all the previous bullish sessions 60, 60, 80, 4 to 5, 2 out of 3, 8 out of 10 times. When we confirm above or below, the opposite side does not get reached, which means that this low will not be high chance that statistically this will not get reached. Doesn't guarantee it, but it gives us the statistical edge that we need in order to take a long trade, which is what we're looking for. So then we go to negative 0.8, right? Where if this low is not going to reach, right, where is the probabilities or statistics? By the way, this is including fall mock data, so it should be 90%. So these numbers are, I guess, flawed a bit. So it should be like 90, 5 out of 5, 100, and 100 as well. But like I said, fall mock fucked that up. I might need to include that out of the session. By the way, you guys can also go in and change the timing if you guys want to experiment it, but I personally like these settings, so I'm just gonna be here and share. I'm just gonna share um, what I and how I trade my indicators. So you then look at the negative 0.8 level, and I'm not cherry picking these levels, by the way. I actually took this trade. Let me go to my top step. Okay, so actually these trades I was just testing something. I did take a couple of L's here, but as you can see, um, that was the full trade. So I did take this. So negative 0.7, right? We got a 33, we got a 60, we got a 77. And then the higher we go, right? All these retracements aren't giving us the numbers that I like, at least. So these have a lower statistical probability that we will bounce or retrace or react off of. And then as soon as you turn to negative 0.8, you see 60, 80, 80. Right? I like the probabilities, the statistical odds. So then I also see a fair value gap right here. I don't really like to trade ICT, but if it aligns with my confluence, then I will use it to my advantage. And yeah, I mean, you also have the VWAP and EMA all signaling. I mean, if you cover this side up, you can, like starting from 11, you can still see that the VWAP and EMAs are clearly trending in a trending day. And yeah, it touched the bottom of the VWAP and the EMA, also touched the fair value gap, stopped below negative 0.8, right? We look at our statistical odds, and it's inside our given time frame of entry. This is a high probability retracement. I'm taking this long. So I was targeting these highs, but it wasn't as easy as that, right? I was still looking at NQ, seeing if it will confirm above the VWAPs and EMAs to keep confirming that we want to move higher or price wants to move higher, right? I was getting a bit greedy, but yeah, I was up 3R here. But, with logic and statistical edge, I was aiming for this high right here. Obviously, we went higher, but that's fine, right? Can't win them all. But yeah, I took this trade in 5R or so. And then you have NQ, the average confirmation time or average high of day forms at 1250. Funny enough, we actually did take out the highs nearly at 1250. So, I mean, that may be random, but at the end of the day, I know that I'm trading with statistics, so that's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. And once again, same applies to this fall mock. When we confirm above the high, we won't reach this low, right? We got like an 80% chance, or 80% of the previous time statistically, we don't touch the low, right? Okay. So when we confirm, we're looking at, let's see, what time? 11:40, 10:45, 11:30. I mean, you can pick 11:30, you can pick 10:45. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's before the average time and after the fact that I confirmed the DR. By the way, after the fact, you can also use any time frame, by the way. But yeah, 10:45, and looking at the high probability. By the way, I put the average max extension time in the analysis time window of my indicator. So basically, it tells me that this level from 10:30 to 13:30, all the past bullish sessions, when we confirm above the DR high, which levels statistically don't get hit and hold. That's basically what this indicator shows me. So you can see 60, 60, 80, 90, right? I like my odds here. I really did. Look, as soon as you went to negative 0.9, the stats kind of just die off. Okay, and we're also retracing at the expected time, right? So also you reject the IDR low, which is Masters M7DR's concepts right here. As you can see, like to the tick, as soon as we touched that level, I saw the market like immediately bounced up and reacted. I mean, it's up to you how you want to enter, but like I said, I'm trading statistics only. Trading this at 12, knowing that the average high of the day forms at 1250. Hey, that's looking like a fast market maker model. Okay, and yeah, you can see we took out these highs. Obviously, you can aim for lower hanging fruit. That's already 3R, even if you put your stop close, because you know that this level has a high probability of holding. But in other words, this is a pretty nice day in my opinion. But yeah, a lot of confluences and statistical odds that played out today. And also, I'm journaling and backtesting to gain confidence. But yeah, those are like the main updates from my side and what I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to build my trading bot off of this. It does quite require some, I guess, thinking. So maybe like an AI agent that, or a couple of agents that can work together. But other than that, we're only using indicators and trading it manually for now. But yeah, thanks for um, joining my journey. I know not many people are really going to give a fuck or care at all, but that's fine. And yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys.